super chats to start off with too.
Excellent.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We're back. Sorry.
Hello. Greetings, everybody. Greetings, everybody. How's everybody doing? How are you doing, Stuart? Are you having a nice day?
Not bad. Not bad.
Pretty good. I've been many places today.
Oh, that's good.
And yet nowhere.
Perfect.
What do people say, though? That's the question, because we're just here to talk. They're here to say things.
Well, I already have the poll up with 32 votes. Which episode did you enjoy more so far? Because it's kind of been split from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Episode 2 wins with 52%.
Right.
Episode 1, 36%.
Oh.
Both equally 12%.
Okay. I don't know how I feel, just saying. So,
yeah.
Cool. All right.
Also, some super chats to dive into immediately. Because why not?
Yeah.
Robert Buckley, $5. Busy today, but here's the first super.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Makes all the difference.
And Ray Ricks has a 4-part one, so
okay.
£5 each.
I'm ready. Maybe.
I've found the online reception to Academy interesting. People have the right to not like something, but the response to this feels extreme. For me, the episode have many issues, namely the characterization, but it seems appropriate for the young adult audience it seemed to be aimed at. It might decay into nonsense, but from someone who had no hopes for this, these episodes are serviceable. It's a shame some people's YouTube brand is to pull things apart, and there's definitely been a wave of that. Yeah, absolutely agree, Ray. But I find they're talking about really small and significant things because I don't think there's much of a problem with the episodes as a whole. So they realize that, so they're latching on to really stupid small things and kind of drilling down on those. So
like the Stranger Worlds doors. That's one of our things. No, that's one of our silly little things.
I know, but not smart things.
Yes, it's true. We say smart things to make us and you go. Interesting. Yeah. How have I felt the reaction? I'm surprised how many people disliked them.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear. What?
Oh, okay. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised at the negative reaction. Because, Discovery is like, yeah, it should be disliked. There's so much bad about it. Our personal opinion. At least the early stuff. Like the early stuff, right? But there's so much fun and and you can tell it means well. Like, they're not trying to make them dumb. They're not trying to make them cringe better than we thought. So, given the brand new nature, the fact that they're so compelling, being comparative to fresh characters, like, ooh, that's exciting, right? Are they perfect? No, that's absurd. But that would be also absurd to expect it. Now, yeah, I do think they could easily devolve. I think you probably end up finding you don't like some episodes just because the topic is not even remotely in your wheelhouse, and then the characters aren't enough to pull it up, which is fair, but that might be rare and far between. So,
we'll see.
We will see.
Joe Brown throws in $15, so thank you so much.
I'll check the PayPal as well, because PayPal, of course, is more bang for the buck.
Yes, outside of a few plot holes, plot issues, and styling choices, I'm not hating it. Caleb's mommy issues are a bit annoying right now, but I'm willing to give it the show its due diligence. I don't find his quote-unquote mommy issues are overdone at all. Actually, I think they're just kind of appropriate. They haven't bugged me, and I thought that was going to be one of the things that when I first saw the opening of the first episode, I thought were going to be a huge thing. I don't want to call them mommy issues because I think that's downplaying it. I think they're actually doing a really good job with that. And if it keeps up every episode, that it's like, and we only had 2, so. But I think for me, it's working out quite nicely so far. That's just for me.
I know mommy issues is the simplicity version, right? I get that, but in episode 1, it was the start, and then he called his mum, and then at the end with the Chancellor. He didn't go on about it anywhere in between. He doesn't want to talk about it, right? So that's actually very straightforward. It makes sense. Episode 2, he's sort of forced to talk about it by the incoming girlfriend, uh, and and the planet, but he doesn't keep saying, like, he keeps it close to the chest. The planet is the planet. It takes a bit to get him to mention it's the mum's thing, and that's not a mummy issue. That's I want to save my mum who was all these things. Like I think it's actually quite grounded. If he mentioned it every other scene, it'd be obnoxious. He absolutely doesn't. Like he's shockingly well adjusted for a broken child. He's shockingly not broken, right? I'm trying to think of an example of someone in Discovery who'd be like, well, that's, but something's more broken, right?
BJ throws in $1 with no comment, but thank you so much. Much
It's a
appreciated.
comment. It's a comment of thank you. We thank you. But Stuart, I don't know if you knew this. I'll mime it because he's already left. We had a. Oh my god, thank you. A live £20 super chat from Mark Lawrence, who's been gone for 10 minutes. But Mark Lawrence, thank you so much for your super chat and for said super chat, which you will see part of course, because that's ridiculous. Otherwise, I did this goodbye selfie. This was him mere moments ago outside my office. Yes. Surprise, Stuart. We got my TOS one. We had the ability.
Foley class, or there's going to be problems.
What's that again, sorry?
So you better be on the Foley class and whatever you filmed for him in TOS, because otherwise there'll be problems.
Well, we deliberately filmed him with a darker beard so they can go grayer beard. I mean, I'm not against everyone being recommissioned to Foley. Everyone we know, Foley. All the best people, right? Yeah.
Anyway.
He's already here. God damn it. So, Stuart, what did you think of this episode? I will gently share while you're talking, because I can do that. Stuart, what do you think of this episode 2, and has it changed in rewatches? Because I cannot speak to that, but how do you feel?
I prefer episode 1. This one, I was looking at the time about 20 minutes before the end on multiple rewatches, even going, how much longer is left? That didn't change at all on rewatches. It's not bad. It feels, as a lot of people point out, feels very TNG plotty, but like one of the mid-tier episodes, like episode 14.
Which would be a compliment for like Discovery, you know what I mean? It's a backhanded compliment in a way.
Yeah. It feels Star Trek-y, in a different way than over the top, like space battles, Star Trek. So I got to give it credit for that. It is still, I think, very well written. I think casting's great. Chemistry on screen was phenomenal, just oozing with chemistry. And yeah, I want to see more of the relationship between these two. I really think there was a real hardcore misunderstanding with the, are you using me this whole time? No, what are you talking about? Like, that just seems stupid to me on first watch. And on subsequent rewatches, it's like, yeah, absolutely, he's not doing that. So it's just that teen drama bullshit, which I see can be a problem in the future.
But she acknowledges it and moves on.
It moves on very quickly, and it's not focused on. So yeah. But no, I think for me personally, episode 1 is much better, much more Star Trek in its scope, I think. But this one is very grounded and does feel like mid-level TNG Star Trek, which is still pretty good. This is like a season 3, season 4, like episode 14 kind of vibe. That's just kind of It's maybe like a 7 out of 10.
Oh no, a 7 out of 10. What a shame. Yeah.
As far as TNG goes, but we'll see how it ranks after we talk about it. So yeah, there's I mean, it's cool seeing a Brickar. That was great. It was a actual Prodigy asset, which makes me think that the whale was also an actual Prodigy asset that they used. But they didn't photoreal it. A lot of people seem confused about the whales. Are they on the ship? Are they not? I don't know. I don't think it's telecartography. I think because they're docked at San Francisco, and he's been wandering around at night. I think they're actually in San Francisco Bay, because on the one side you see like steel girder things in the water. So I don't know. Anyway, it's a small thing, but I think there's some Betazoid confusion. She doesn't have black eyes, but again, it's 700 years in the future, so a lot can happen, right? Them speaking in sign language, even the father to the kids when he's just, you can talk to them telepathically.
I said that.
Yeah, It makes, yeah, I didn't notice it the first time, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense on rewatches for sure. Yeah, there's a lot to like here, but there's a few things that I'm just kind of like meh about. So
Any, and this I said right, any negative, actual negatives going in. And like I say, guys, PayPal, Trekyards@hotmail.com is a huge difference, and you can do longer messages. I'd love to hear your longer reviews of these episodes. Let us know. But any negatives you'd say, like actual no for you?
um,
I mean, you're being
nothing
paid
that
by
comes to
CBS now, so you're allowed to say no.
nothing that comes to mind instantly. I'm sure there will be a few as we go along. Um, I mean, the typical things with some of the modern language, the modern vernacular, and the whole him spinning, giving the finger thing. But that was kind of funny in a teenage college kind of way.
I love
And
those teen comedies that used to be made that aren't made anymore. I mean, I was younger
yeah,
at the time, but like they're great
yeah.
often.
So yeah, I don't know. It seems a little out of place for the future, but other than that, I can't think of anything instantly off the top of my head that I disliked about it. So yeah.
I super chats those shit.
We got
Believe.
Ray Ricks with two
Oh,
pounds. Says, by the way, do we have Makos again? No, that's the Earth Defense Force, the War College.
I mean, it's probably an iteration of iteration of iteration, right?
Yeah,
Same but different.
but
Same
there's
name but
same
different.
idea, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we also have a PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. So I love the first two episodes. Bound to be a bit slow in sports as they
He did a me.
introduce characters and
Excellent.
concepts. Looking forward to this week's tactical gear setup. Plenty of church bench noises in
Yeah.
store, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. No one's fussed on that personally, but
Wait a minute, that's not. Oh, it's Sean Sullivan. It's not classic for real. Sorry, my bad, Sean Sullivan.
oh, you're back. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So, Robert Buckley, $5.
Oh, welcome back.
It's so the viewers can know what they are saying, even if intuition says they would use their minds.
Well, it never stopped
No,
TNG or Voyager or
you would
DS9.
just hear you would just hear the voiceover. You wouldn't have the sign language because that's broadcasting to the room. Anyone that can read sign language, what you're saying.
Which is all the delegation, you'd assume, if the Chancellor Man could.
Yeah, and they were talking about getting a tour of the school to see what's really going on here. So it's kind of, I don't know.
I don't listen to what you're saying exactly, but if we're saying that audiences are so dumb now that having audio in the head broadcast and people can't understand it, but they could in the 90s and the 80s, that's a real indictment on modern audiences. With sign language being no better, because we don't understand it, at least, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But before we jump in, guys, super chats, override anything I'm saying and interrupt. So feel free.
Yes. So how about you? What did you think
Yes.
of it? And have you had a chance to rewatch it?
Absolutely not. We had done 21 minutes for the live, and that was as we finished filming. So 3 days. Yes. I liked it. I don't know why people hate it. It's shockingly grounded and stable a show for me. Episode 2. It's definitely lower key. It's definitely cheaper. But as with anything, I just want the canon to be respected and loved and appreciated. And so for me, having an episode be about a species of planet I know about and sort of care about, we join the Federation in a non-corrupt, non-weird, non-dodgy, non-military, a purely TNG Voyager nice way, is a really strong foundation to a story. So it already got a huge canon backing. I like the president, I like the daughter, the son was interesting. He'll be interesting. I liked Holly Hunter, I like Vance, and then that core plot was good. I appreciate they were back behind their walls for years. They made some other colony people. Yeah, works for me. I mean, not ideal, but it wasn't an ideal world. I don't know who they say attacked them. They kept mentioning them. Some other race that they really like.
It's the same as Paul Giamatti's character.
See,
They say it in the first episode.
I thought I heard that, but he was nowhere near powerful enough to do anything to an entire planet or systems, and he was just some guy.
It's basically just the Emerald Chain again, just a different name.
I guess, but there's no like to that, especially as the Academy ship destroyed him instantly. I know they're more advanced, but like no threat. So it's kind of hard to say, oh, they'll attack us. Well, I guess we can kill their master ships in a few. You know what I mean? But whatever. Yes, the stuff with Caleb and the daughter is a bit long, but it's because of that meet cute intro, which needs to be slow.
That was fine. Yeah, that was fine.
But I mean, you add scenes on scenes, right? If you took that away, it'd be less slow. But that is nice. It was cute. Although her running up in the delegation, think they'd wait for her. Or computer detect my daughter. Oh, she's only 2 minutes away. I'll wait 2 minutes, right? Not awkwardly have her run. Whatever. But same with Caleb. Don't let him in the hall. Don't have security throw him in the hall with stuff on his jacket. That looks terrible. Reprogram the whole security. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, their acting was really good, really interesting, and obviously they're setting her up as main character, so they had to give it a lot of time. I like the limited neural inhibitor stuff. It did bother me, the lack of eyes in everybody, because it is losing a big chunk of them. They just felt like people, and they should, but people with something. We know that for Picard Season 1, they entirely forgot that the race had black contacts when Troy came back and she had to provide her own, because she stole them and she kept them and she provided them. So without that, she would have been non-canon in that way. So they're also lazy in a lot of ways, but then they also do like other races that come in, like Exocomp. So is that right? Variable of how successful they are. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a shockingly successful part 2 with some good chemistry, good characters, and a real appreciation of San Francisco shots, because they were like, right, we're finally committed to here. We have to commission like 50 of these shots. We're going to do them. They look great.
Yeah, it's not a part 2. It's a separate episode altogether.
For us.
But
I'm saying we watch it as part 1, part 2 of the day. I was like, I want to see part 2, you know?
And Ray Rick says, I wonder if the neural dampeners they were wearing somehow limited it. No, absolutely not. It was just her that had it, and she mentions it's to prevent a spike in whatever the
Cortisol
drug is in her. She can still read Caleb. She can still.
Oh yeah, from first scene.
Yeah. So
like I'm fine with him being deaf, but yeah, they all have inbuilt ability to mind talk, especially in family members. That's that's one of their core abilities, as well as read people. And they would still have that. So they've lost the eyes and the ability to talk in their minds. So they are definitely hugely nullified / not caring canon, or not. I don't know, right? It's tricky because they 3 steps forward. You know.
Yeah. And Robert Buckley, $5. We got over 70 people here. Let's get some more likes.
We do.
Yeah, let's hit that like button, guys. With 71 people here, we only have 28 likes. Let's get to 50. Easily done. Come on.
And do
Ozzy
vote in the poll.
Yeah, and Ozzy throws in $2. Long live Red Scourge. I think it's good. Yes.
Yes.
Right, so yes, in case you can't tell, we're talking about season 1, episode 2 beta test today.
Ha! Because they're betazoids. Ha! 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 Did the joke. Right, so we start off with a shot that's straight out of a teen comedy. I was like, oh no, we can do that? No, it's fine. That odd tile sequence thing. Yeah, it's fine. And no discovery shots I could see. I was looking.
Well, there shouldn't be, so.
I agree.
Did the Raiders actually confuse Beta with Riva, the deaf master diplomat from TNG? His sister
Maybe.
Also wore white clothing. Well, he was a Beta Z. He suffered from he could read people from birth. So that was, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't, I don't know. Anyway,
it's hard to know with them sometimes.
Sure. So we get a voiceover by her talking about making your bed, just a whole speech thing. Welcome to Starfleet Academy, essentially, like part 2. And then we get intercut with some xenobiology class, which had some funny moments.
Very nerdy glasses guy. So 2 glasses in 2 episodes. It is a problem, but also fashion statement maybe. 1 line, Stuart.
Later he's not wearing them.
Because all he has to do would be someone saying, glasses? I look cool, okay? Hopefully he'll do that, you know? But I got to commend them for this first shot with Holly Hunter. How the hell did they rotoscope her out, cleaning after that light trick? It was great. That spotlight trick was fantastic. And I was right about the initial that many people. Or the it was good.
Yes.
Doctor
no,
was
Vulcan
fun.
Teaching a class.
Well, yeah, what do you think of Vulcan?
Doesn't seem very Vulcan-y,
Yeah.
but it's also 700 years in the future, so who knows? Maybe he's only a third or like 2/3 Vulcan or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he vibed to me like the Sarek from Discovery meets the Voyager Vulcan, but then add a bit of informality. I thought he's more chill. Still Vulcan-y, but more chill. Yeah. But yeah, some
It
swivel on
seems more
it.
like Doug from Strange New Worlds.
Well, there you go. But yeah, we get some, I mean, decent class stuff. Like, if we can see actual classes, I'm okay with that. Wasn't the biggest fan of giving them all biological beings on day 2, which they said might kill them. But I think they're lying because they they foam him and nothing happens from it. So I think they're lying about
Well,
the
no, they said they might kill you unless you get sprayed with a da-da-da-da to neutralize it. Um, so don't wander off campus kind of thing. Uh,
uh,
it's kind of like when you went to high school and they give you like a bag of flour or like an egg to take care of for like home ec class, like it's a baby, and you got to take care of it for a week.
yeah, such an
You
American
know?
thing. It's
Oh
not a
yeah,
thing
it
here.
was. Didn't do it here either,
Yeah.
but yeah. BJ, $5. Beta Z Psionic Wall sounds similar to Talus 4 or Organians from the Day of the Dove in TOS. I'm all for not everyone might go for surgery. I'm all for not everyone might go for surgery. I don't understand what that means.
The glasses.
Oh,
But you'd be pre-birth to not
well,
have bad eyes at some point.
it's
Like,
exactly.
and it wouldn't be
And
surgery,
also,
it'd be
yeah,
like they literally fix his body worm thing, and they fix people from being warp 10 salamanders with a like there's no if he's allergic, fine, but it's not a surgery, so done.
yeah. Not like LASIK,
Yeah.
but Retinax 5, which corrects it.
I will say I really appreciate when we saw the Earth Force people, it wasn't all humans, it was really diverse of aliens. That's a super important thing because they could have gone with, well, it's Earth, but Earth is, of course, was alien hub for 600 years. The population would be super alienified, and they would obviously be. That was a nice. It's mostly human, but it's Earth. But I was like, yes, okay, cool, super. We don't need that little sort of racism. We don't need that. Move on. That's the whole point, right? Cool.
Yep. Yep. And then sadly, our predictions were wrong about the duty, honor, loyalty, whatever. It was actually Starfleet
Hmm.
because it starts off by saying if you thought combat training was only for the war college, you're wrong.
Oh, one moment.
Or think again. And then they do the duty, honor, what service. Rain, but it's fine. Her addressing the troops, I love this. I love her character, Laura Thuck. I think she's great. We find out that her father is Jem'Hadar, and taught her that victory is life, and her mom taught her that it was a good day to die because her mom was Klingon, which is great. And then she basically just yells at somebody and has them run off in the rain, and we, get to see somebody wash out. And he's like, I can always tell a runner.
It's like half funny, half really. This is the best they got, but also it is day 2, 3, 4. So I guess some people who have passed these exams just are a bit crap still. You know, I do not hope this comes back, but I think that might be the only time we see it. It was just like a trailer thing. You know,
Yeah.
orientation 102. It's like, okay. Like it was not highlighted more than a bit. Move on.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And we do get the pan back of Boothby Memorial Park, which is nice. The thing
Yeah.
that bothers me,
Ooh.
actually, which will come up later, but I just thought of it now. This is like day 2 or 3, as you said, right? And yet they're just getting their room assignments. So where'd they sleep day 1, like night 1? They just
Well,
sleep
and
on the floor
remember,
somewhere.
15 hours at warp. So that was a sleep cycle, right? Especially some people came from planets where it was night.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess dorm space that was a cargo bay. Like, really, you'd have to be. They're not going to mill around. Or it's an airport. Everyone has just lies on chairs. But they had a bloody recruitment day. Or was that this episode?
Ray Ricks. Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
The recruitment day is this episode or the last episode?
The last one.
Yes, they had so where do they? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Why day one? Jesus, calm down.
Ray Ricks, five
Oh,
pounds. I
thank you.
think people choose not to take the repairs on organic issues at times. There is also someone in an old-fashioned wheelchair at some point. Yes. Yeah, there is. It's a very obvious wheelchair, which you've seen a few times in the episode. And inclusion matters. I get that. People need to feel represented, but you would hope that if I was in a wheelchair, I'd be like, hopefully in the future, I wouldn't need a wheelchair. And Star Trek's never really done that till Discovery.
Hmm.
Well, that's not. Well, there's an episode of DS9 where the lady comes aboard, but that's a totally different
That's a
situation.
radical one-off that is
Yeah, yeah,
species and time and place specific.
yeah.
That's not a
So
wheelchair.
I don't
That's
know.
a life support thing almost.
Yeah, the wheelchair didn't bother me necessarily; just stood out to me, and I didn't think it was.
Because as a storyteller, I'm always gonna side on realistic to the universe and canon over inclusion. Because if you have a 12th century English play, I don't need 45 West Asians. But then you tell a story in West Asia, you wouldn't want 45 English people, right? It goes both ways, right? So Starfleet, I'm 100% on board if this person in a wheelchair, they have an absurdly rare condition, like absurd, and that being a really difficult life, they then went through all the same trials as Starfleet cadets, so they earned
Mhm,
their full way because they're that good, which means they're
mhm.
exceptionally qualified. Now, if they got there because given an easy ride, bad thing. If they got there because whatever, but if they're a character in the show, which they might be, and they are like 1 in 12 trillion, like because that could be incredible, right? They got their place. Could be cool. We'll see. But it wasn't a major part, right? Unless it is, in which case it has to be a story point. Blah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, tile sequence. What do you think? Because I have some thoughts about this.
I really enjoyed the title sequence. Like I said, it reminded me very much of Armada when you're building a space station or a facility and
It
you see
always
all
looks
the work
great.
bees
Such a good thing
and
they
the
did.
time lapse. Or there was a game called Star Trek, just
New
New
civilization, new
Worlds,
worlds.
New
Yeah.
Worlds, or the same thing you could build. I thought it was great. I love the time lapse. I love the little work bees doing their thing. Um, yeah, thought it was great.
So I thought the music was awful.
The music's not great.
Like I don't have any memory of it. Like
Yeah.
Discovery, pretty good. Strange Worlds, good.
Hmm.
Prodigy, great. Lower Decks, great. I cannot even for a second visualize this. It was the most generic non-anything I've ever heard for Star Trek. I mean, you complain about you got faith of the heart. You knew that by week 2, and it was memorable. This was a very boring tile sequence. I like in theory, but
Not visually though.
it's muddled. If it were going for the full build, it should have been the ship at San Francisco, not a random building, and then CG hallways with people walking. It's very. It should be nice, but it hasn't hit any of the major beats I think it needs to. I would have loved if all the San Francisco Bay had been made, as you said, that would have been great. Up to the ship landing, done. But it wasn't. It swapped to an entirely different style, and it was inconsistent. It's my least favorite tile sequence of any in the show's history. Of any of the shows, I would say, just creatively, not
But that's in
bad.
Picard. Picard is pretty awful too.
Visually better. It was more consistent, and the music was much better. Anyway, great shots of San Francisco. Looks nice. No complaints. Bricknar fucking literally made me like emotional
Yeah.
because it's like, yay, it should be. Yeah, really,
I
really happy.
did. I thought it might be Rock Talk, like a hologram
I
of Rock
mean,
Talk or
look, it looks
something.
like it.
But well, it's because it is Rock Talk. It's the same
Yep.
model they used in Prodigy, right down to the mining suspenders. I wish it was wearing a different uniform. It's a male here, so it's not Rock Talk,
Yeah.
but it should not be wearing what it's wearing.
Well, yeah, it's for me. This is like 7 steps forward and 3 back.
Yeah.
The inclusion of the work for this is so wonderfully appreciated. Or it's like including a Connie in a TNG, but having the wrong nacelles. It's like, well, or being, you know what I mean? It's like, well, yeah. But yeah, I mean, good. I really hope they get a fucking uniform and do anything else with it, because that's a huge deal for us. So well done and thank you,
Yeah.
legitimately.
We do see it later in the episode, but it's still wearing the same thing. So,
Yeah.
uh,
No memory of the story, no memory of the conversations, but that's okay. Very
well,
flirty Genesis.
Genesis?
What? How do you not hear with hairballs like that big? Yes.
Well, it gives new meaning to Genesis. I want it.
Oh my god. I mean, she is cute in fairness, but in like a
Yes.
sassy cute. She kind of blends that well.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit too quick friendship with hologram lady, but also I think they both are outsiders, so that kind of works. I mean, right? It's like, yeah, it's fine. It works fine. Ooh.
Yeah, and they both like, this is my room. We'll bunk you together? No, I'll be over here. Oh, and then she says, don't date anybody for the first 6 months. That's how you can weed out the psychos. It's like, what?
So how many people has? No, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's hard to do scenes when he's like 6'9", she's like 3'6". I mean, it's difficult, right? Because it's like she doesn't look a child, but he just looks big and built.
Yeah.
I would be impressed if they had co-ed dorm rooms. That would have been a very progressive thing to do and could have had lots of interesting stories.
Yeah. That's where I thought they were going for a second there. And I'm like,
Like, if I was there, I would have thought it'd be like 3 episodes and then get room change because she got upgraded or something. Like, that would have been the story. But, I mean, sneaking to a room is very easy. Done. So that's a story by itself. But no, it is the asshole 2.
asshole number 2.
Asshole 2. I do like the way they fuck no. It's well edited and well acted.
But you knew that was happening. You knew it was going to be roomed out with him.
Yeah. But it's funny enough. And then you get the unexpected MVP / heartbreak of the episode. The poor exocop who gets like mildly
Named
bullied.
Almond Basket.
Voiced by the same person, said the internet.
What's that?
Same Peter Hamper actress.
Oh, yeah. It definitely sounds the same.
I mean, it made me smile, but also cringe. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. They're so insensitive. I mean, they're not looking. I get it, but goddamn, and these are psychos. The VFX department. That is a bloody annoying shot to do.
I can believe it.
I mean, he's not lit well, but like, it's a flat room, but it's like it's a bloody red box with a flat texture. I think it's a beautiful thing to do. I'm really happy to include this character.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which means we've got Etacomp Lodex and Prodigy Rock Talk in the same like 2 scenes.
Yep.
Yes, include all this shit. Thank you. Appreciate it.
The texture of a canon and a world and a universe you can use is amazing. Anyway.
And as you always say, you didn't have to invent the Zindi in Circumcordium. You don't have to invent a new robot alien. You got the fucking right.
Yep, exactly.
Yes.
Should
we reset the poll though, as we've been a while?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, do you want to read that out? Ooh.
Yeah. Which episode did you enjoy more so far? Episode 1 wins with 40%. Episode 2, 33%, and both equally good, 26%. Those are pretty interesting numbers, actually.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool.
All right, let's see what you.
Chris Grillon. Yeah, why is he on turbo lift? I did think that it's a properly big, like group lift. Any thoughts on that?
No, it's just a fancy building with a big turbo lift. I mean, the seats imply that the ride might take a while, but it wouldn't because it's a turbo lift. But yeah, I don't know. It's just fancy for the sake of being fancy.
Yeah, I got the sense that it's twofold. One, they wanted a new set they could work in that was a bit more flexible because you can stand, move, whatever. And 2, this is a crammed institution, so you need bigger spaces. So just build bigger spaces. Done. So I'm fine with that. Like it's a weird space. Looks like a bloody the edge of a auditorium of a casino or hotel.
Well,
but
yeah, to me it feels like an old-fashioned passenger car, like a train.
Yeah,
car. Like one of the fancy ones, right? So, 71 of you here, 43 likes. Let's get those likes up to 50, guys. We're still not at 50. Hit like if you haven't already.
I appreciate the interest, guys. We were expecting people to not give a shit. So 70 is amazing. Thank you. Super chat, comment, question. All that stuff's great.
I'm surprised with the people that are loving this series. I'm surprised that I'm loving this series.
We are very surprised.
Yeah. But this whole conversation's about mucus. There's 2 conversations going on here. Mucus and talking about the new seat of Starfleet, like the presidency. Being maybe Paris again. They list a few different places, and I just love at the end with doctor talking about mucus. So, and then I'll wait till he's done his the poll. But guys, go make sure you vote. You don't like the show, maybe you like us, or vice versa. Maybe you don't like us, but you like the show. Hit the like button. It's easy to do. It's a little thumbs up thing. Ryan K says I'm still 50-50 on it myself. Well, that's fair.
That's
50-50
pretty.
is better than hating it.
That's really good considering it's brand new. You've only a few days to think about it, and you didn't like it probably going in. So,
yeah. As the new poll is up, are the characters in Academy overall a good set of characters? Yes, nah, or mid. Get to know to vote.
yeah, wait to get to know. It's fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I do think, yeah, we've had some really bad characters, and Strange Worlds was the dawn of establishing them quickly. But this is probably a close second. I don't think we all like the bridge crew of Lower Decks until a few in, and Prodigy certainly took a little while to get used to them. And this is going to be, I would say, the second best get to know them quickly vibe, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Spurlock says, my nearly 80-year-old dad has never liked Star Trek before. He is watching this series. I'm scared. Well, anything to get him into Star Trek, right? BJ, $2. Do turbolifts serve rest of original Starfleet campus? Turbolifts serve rest
Oh, as in they go down through into the building.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean about the whales too. Like
Yeah.
If he wanders around, I don't think they're on. Although he was restricted to the. So they have a walk through the hallway talking about a bunch of things. Okay, she give her credit. She knows the names of all the dots, which is hilarious.
And I didn't think it would be.
Talking about the delegation coming.
But it's surprisingly charming, knows the dots. It's just another small detail that works. And this is a very TNG wanna, because they go from out of one corridor into a different corridor with different props and people moving around. And it's the whole hall is so TNG. I mean, I don't know the sets anywhere as much, of course, but it's such a TNG feel. Captain with a second officer in the entire set talking. I mean, that's the TNG playbook, right? Right? What other shows have that?
The biggest. Yeah, they built the biggest set. They might as well use it.
And it works. I wish it was nicer, but it works. Right?
Yeah.
Nicer than Discovery Corridor. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Then the CRN allergy is not even a thing.
Yeah. Oh, interesting, Dan. Sorry for what's Stuart's internet. Cap. It's like they wrote this for a young audience. I mean, sure. That's only the idea. Sam, I have refreshed my memory of TNG season 3 and 4. This time I'll be able to give some. Oh yeah, what do you think? I mean, did it hold up to expectation of that? People talk about. Oh, the voice.
There you are. I can hear you. Can't see you. $5.
He's back.
Sam, I have refreshed my memory. TNG season 3 and 4. So next time I'll be able to give some episodes when you guys ask for them. That'll be a while, I think.
Years. Yes. So yeah, conversation. I wasn't the biggest fan of this conversation in the office, just because the informality that Caleb goes is like, yeah. But like I get it, but also yeah, you know, it's that balance, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is very informal, but he's also got a special relationship with, with her. But and then the cadet master is making sure that he's and even when he leaves, she's like, he needs his ass kicked.
I mean, I wouldn't condone it, but yeah,
But she's like, no, he's had his ass kicked his whole life, so I'm going to treat him differently. I'm going to treat him like somebody that does what they say they're going to do, and see how that works. I love that.
that's actually yeah. I forgot that. That's a super fair point. Yeah, don't be hard on him. Everyone has. Let's see what else you can do. And the fact that I think you probably like this. She's not overbearing. This new chancellor. She's not
Yeah.
Michael Burnham. She's not. She's obviously assertive, but she's also team player. She's giving people chances. She's not every scene. Right? It's
Hmm.
more like a Pike, where she's not afraid to be a secondary in a lot of scenes,
Hmm.
but still gives a captainy vibe. It's doing a good job. I can imagine the show falling on its flat in a few episodes, or not. Right? We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a very nice. I kind of like the laid back vibe the two of them have. Like he could have been expelled already
He
in
should have
episode
been.
one, but
Certainly by this one.
yeah, she made a deal for him. So
Well, she'd lose her career for him, so she's obviously gonna like go as far as she can. Plus, again, she's been employed like 3 days to Starfleet, so she's probably rusty on the rules.
and she's also, yeah, thoughtful Atlantonite.
Oh God!
He's like, I don't give a shit.
Speaking of, some things just resonate. No by Shaw. For some reason, her being barefoot in this next scene that hit a nerve that I am. And it's in the scene. It's not like carpet and it's just ignored until the end. It's in the scene. Stuart, talk about how much you hate this scene and you hate Holly Hunter for it because so many people were very visceral about this.
I don't hate it at all.
And that's what I'm saying. Tell me why you don't, because people are very visceral about
I
this.
I'm usually in bare feet, especially at home. I didn't know it had all such good benefits. She lists them off. Yeah, a lot of people complain this is kind of gross because it's a public area, and yeah, sure, but it's also Starfleet Academy. It's the future. Those are probably like super sterilized floors all the time. So it's not a big deal. I just love the casualness of which she deals with this guy because she's the chancellor. Sure, he's head of the war college, but she's chancellor of Starfleet, so they kind of both have the same kind of. And Vance is just standing there, like, kind of getting amusement out of the way she's treating this guy. I think it was very well done and very fun. I like her attitude here. She's like, yeah, I can stub my toe, get a splinter, whatever. I've signed all the waivers, so I don't care.
I've done worse in my 4 times your lifespan, 5 times, 6 times.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's that 400-year-old, Anyway, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't hate this scene at all.
and see, for me, it's one of those things where everybody's in the right and it's well played, right? It's her ship. It's her house, ostensibly. I mean, because you're going to feel more into it if it's her particular role is her house, right? And it's
Yeah.
after hours. She's in bloody. It's after hours, right? There's an informal
Hmm.
meeting in a auditorium, right? It's not in her office. It's chill down below off hours, so it's not the time to be formal necessarily. So she's not wrong to do it. Happy with that, right? Her station, and she's obviously wearing shoes the rest of the time. Cool. Do I keep going? I don't wait for Stuart. Oh dear. What do you guys think? Yes, are you a yes or a no in the bare feet department? Vote now. Poll that I've not put in, but vote now. Nero. People bitching about it or disagreeing because it's disrespectful to the academy and her lackadaisical atmosphere and her attitude. She should be professional and serious and do her job. All fair, but again, there are arguments on reverse. Yes, there's any web Pete and 6. Yes, there was. Yes, there was. Method Frieders. You think there is a personal transporter dampening field in the school? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I mean, you didn't in episode 1, of course. But it would be very smart to not any transporters from working, given, it's a school. I don't know. That's a great question. You'd obviously think yes, but then if you need it, so it'd be dangerous not to have it, or dangerous to have it. I don't know. It's a great question. It's a fictional TV show today. I don't know. Where is Stuart, my man? Where is he? I'm sure he's somewhere. Let's have a look. Has he messaged? Not yet. Yes. Hogwarts like. Ha ha ha. Oh, well. Ah, the bare feet can be a lantern thing. Yes. Okay, I'll continue my argument. So obviously, yes, it's weird for her to have them. But yeah, everyone does something right in this scene. She defends herself. He is very within his rights, this new chap, to say it's unprofessional and we at the War College have shoes. And he said it respectfully. She countered sort of respectfully. And Vance doesn't care because it's not his house. As in, it. So everyone was fine here. So I've no problem. And he wasn't that much of a dick. There was a fine balance. It was absolutely fine. She was maybe a little bit too free, but it was after hours. It was weird drinking old coffee, but again, after hours, and she's not really playing the Chancellor role. She's playing the person role. Although, I was wearing like feet medallions. That's interesting. Oh, that's a great. Oh, what's happening? Huh. Weird. Then we get a walk and talk. Oh, so many dots. You see the skyline. You can see the. That's a lot of traffic. Goodness. Oh. It's all about the Badezoids during the Federation, which is very important. He's back.
Robert Buckley throws in $2 and says, "Perfectly fine." It's perfect.
The way they handled it, yes. Conceptually, no, they handled it well. Then you get the Tig scene, which I don't love, but it's also early. Gotta see them out.
I like seeing her back. I love that she's teaching like temporal mechanics or whatever. The universe hates her, I guess.
Which they don't. Which means it's not a secret. Which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, no, I love the way she delivers her lines. I love the way she deals with Caleb. Like, it was, oh, come and talk to the front of the class. He's like, "Are you serious?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as a teacher she'd be pretty interesting to have. So I kind of like her inclusion in this.
Yeah, as I said,
new building, the thing malfunctioned because we were talking about that during one of the trailers. What's going on there? So
happy with that, fine with that, and him being able to fix it, fine with that. Shows his skills, fair with that. I just think she's a very uncharismatic actor, and it's a very uncharismatic scene. But that blandness is part of her charm. Her charm is very little charm, so therefore it works. It'd just be better with many other people, but that's okay. Yeah, it would have been great though had he, because there's often this play of the school child doing this exact scene. This happens all the time, right? It would have been great if they actually gone the one step further, and actually had him say, "I will actually," walks to the front, starts teaching, and says interesting stuff. She's like, "Yeah, I get it. Shit. Go back." That would have been kind of fun, but it would have been Mary Sue, wouldn't he? It would have been too far. Or maybe anyway.
Yeah. No, even the asshole number 2 going, I like this school.
Yeah.
And then what is this student's name? I'm like, well, the only reason I might know that student's name is because in the first episode, if you're reading the subtitles, it does say her name when she's in the hallway freaking out about the red alert. But yeah.
And that is, she's trying to be a dick to him. She's fighting dickhead with dickhead. Why would he know this random person's name 3 days in? Unless you're very good at names. But you're just trying to be a dick. Maybe make him look bad, which is why people find it a bit mean. But thing is, schools are kind of mean. Lecturers have to put their foot down. I mean, come on, the first scene, the bloody other one, the green blue lady made him do push-ups. That's equally as mean, just physically than mentally, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3.
Hmm. And then, of course, he gets the mucus all over him, gets the emergency medical thing come on and hose him down.
Which is a great way of showing that in action. The fact they got holographic doctors that can also appear with holographic cures. Like that
Hmm.
concept is that I get why now this is more useful. Relies on them to have power and such because they failed last week, but really well set up. I like the uniforms at least conceptually, and they're not that advanced because he fakes kills them BDs later, so they're not that advanced. They're a good level. No, I kind of
Hmm.
like that as a fun little joke gimmick. I mean, very teen drama, but also it stays consistent for a while. He has that on the next like 20 minutes, so it's kind of funny. And then he leaves. Flat out walks out the gate to the gate while being stopped, and it's kind of amusing. And he has a com badge on the outer and the inner jacket. What a weird thing to
That's
have.
hap that's happened before in
I
TNG
know.
and Deep Space Nine, and it's like Ro was a really bad one because she had,
Oh, it's terrible.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So uncomfortable. All the time to hitting each other. This man is ripped! You hired a bodybuilder. God damn it. He suits him really well.
Yeah. Love how he overloads the the poor hologram. Every copy order ever ordered, the Fibonacci sequence. So yeah,
Well, it's clever because it's really simple, but he obviously knows what to say and how to say it, and yeah, it's effective. And it shows they're not infallible tech. I hate God tech. Like, that
mm,
wouldn't work for the Doctor, right? That's the point. There is still a hierarchy of whatever, and they probably don't want their medical
yeah.
staff to be sentient. They probably put in them, like, they're just meant to be helpful staff, and that's fine, right?
Mhm.
Then he gets the gate, a literal gate, obviously, but like, and
To the
then
wall. Yeah, you're
bumps.
literally on the fence.
Yeah, it's dumb, but it's like, okay. I like the locations they went to with the little riverfront. Well, there are students outside of it, looks like, but I guess maybe they're second, third. Well, they can't be second, third is. Anyway, and I'm wondering if this was a bench reuse from Picard because that's the Picard logo variant with
Yeah,
the split. No, but they're outside. Is a very simple little set. Yeah,
yeah. This is a cute little conversation. Like I said, there's so much chemistry between these two. It's great the way this was played out. Good
she
first encounter.
she gives so much on performance.
Yeah.
Electric's the wrong word, but it is vibrant with an energy, with a intensity, with a like. I don't know if this is the actress being the actress, she hasn't got much range per se. But if this is like, oh, I get this woman, she's a bit mad but not mad. Yeah, she's doing a lot in her scenes, and it's compelling. It's a bit cutesy. That's good. That's fun to watch. But yeah, if she's been a
Mhm.
sheltered daughter of the president, or at least of a politician, then president of a world, she's kind of a sheltered child. Yet she has
Mhm.
powers to leave, as in she was alone,
Mhm.
so she's not. She's sheltered, but in a nice way. She's not
Yeah.
oppressed, and they're clear about that in the show. There's no tone of that. You've kept me down, father. No, no, it's nicely balanced, right? There's not that. I hate my dad because he's oppressive. No, I like everything. I just would rather difference because difference is fun. Like, she's sort of the girl that might then go back to the home planet in 20 years and just do the normal life because she's like, yeah, that was better. So I like that. It was a
Yeah. Yeah.
nicely, yeah, good.
I just wish there was an explanation why her eyes aren't black or
Yeah.
that her eyes were black. Because, I mean, it's something that a lot of people will overlook and not maybe know about, but it is kind of,
Well, it's wrong.
because especially with scenes like
You
this,
know,
with the bright sunlight in her eyes, it's like, yeah,
it's canonically wrong until you fix it, as in until you mention why.
yeah.
And also, just her high heels are high heeled from the
The high
bottom.
heels are amazing. I love them.
You must have practiced wearing them because the center of gravity is entirely different. Because you're not on. Yeah, I mean that's a fun choice. Fun choice.
Hmm. Hmm. But
And
then holographic security shows up.
they were good casting. They're like pleasant, you know, but like, stop, sir. No, really, stop.
Love how they're
Borg.
bald too. I mean, bald's good for
Oh,
security because you don't have hair somebody can grab onto.
but does that?
Small thing, but I mean, a lot of bouncers and fighters like to have short or no hair so that they can't be grabbed and pulled.
Yeah, they were hologram, and they've got
No one
rank as
noticed
well.
that.
No, that's great, and they got rank, a little thing, but
Yeah, are they holographic or
no, they're
are
holographic.
just beamed in security?
No, they're holographic.
Okay.
The way they acted, they were definitely, which I like. I think that's a really nice touch. Because I love he yells Borg, and they look, but that means they know what the Borg are and they're around. It's a really tiny joke that actually could lead to something else. So I appreciate that. See, a lot of positives, guys. We've had very few negatives, and some are just waiting for explanation. You know? Like this next thing, we both have problems with the atrium. This is a good setup. It's busy. It's nice. It's not too busy. It's not too. It works. It's a good reusable set space. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you mentioned this when my video cut out, but they were talking about having the students there or not, and that's a good way to do conflict resolution. So they kind of Holly Hunter talked them into having the students. Anyway, I like that because it is a teaching school, so you know.
Yeah, I forgot that, honestly. Yeah, it's let's be truthful. Let's be transparent. Let's show the bad and the good, and let all these kids,
Yeah.
including your kids, because they've been their own division, help decide.
Well, no, because the kids of Beta Z were the ones that forced him to do this because they were sick of living the way they were and they wanted to. So it was a activism.
But as Vance says right at the end, he didn't come to make a treaty. So it's more of a
He came to say no. Yeah.
yeah. But then that's very impressive that they got for them a very freaking good deal. That was a
Well,
we'll get there, but like shit. Upsell.
yeah, his first terms were like ridiculous. Basically, we can say no to anybody without any discussion. We need 12 battle ready starships within however much of our borders at all times. 6 seats on the Federation Council, yeah, and the power to veto any potential new Federation members without consensus.
As much like Beta Z, they're just a planet. They are no more important than anything else, right? Well, I just realized the podiums are like stained glass with the glass with the outer bit creating the delta by being shields. That's nice. That's actually quite classy. That's more arty than normal shoved deltas and stuff. That's quite nice. Yeah, big terms. I appreciate that 6 ships is enough to feel imposing, because in Discovery, 137 ships. But 6 is enough to secure, at least in theory, secure their space. Their homeworld. I like that. That's grounded again. And yeah, sign language a bit weird, but if the president has been in office for 20 years and he's deaf, then that makes sense, sign language, because you'd have some races that can't hear thoughts, so obviously you want sign language. It became a thing. Yeah. So, bit weird and random, but it can work quite easily. And I was genuinely thinking that Holly Hunter's character might step in this first scene. And so there's like inkling she might throw herself in the ring and kind of say something, but she didn't. She kept herself back. And
sorry for the shitty internet connection today.
It's okay.
But it's super windy here, and I don't know if that's affecting something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I was saying how I was convinced that, again, Discovery Stranger was, Holly Hunter would say, I object, I have something to say, because they're just impassioned people. She kept her cool, and she just stayed in, and she did professionally. I was so impressed by that. That was a pitfall that they would have done in the other shows, and they didn't. I was like, yes, good. Do you think that?
I didn't think that. I'm glad she eventually did step in, but yeah, I didn't think that in this instance, no.
But she was obviously invited to by Vance, because Burnham would have walked up and said, I've got something to say.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And it's like, oh. So I really liked, so she's like, I have something to say, it's not my place. Chain of command. So important.
Him playing with his zipper was kind of annoying, but I mean, that's the point.
Yeah.
Trying to stop him.
Yeah. I do not understand why he was brought into the bloody podium, the space. You're risking a multi-planetary alliance formation by clearly a in trouble guy from his quarters. There's no reason for that at all. It's a punishment for everybody, not him. I don't get it.
Yeah, yeah. You got good point.
I mean, I guess they're holographic, but probably got them better. But it was nice that EMH was there, because as long as they're constantly, you know,
Mm-hmm. But the girl wants him to show them around the campus. And it's like, really? Him? And we cut to
yeah,
the office scene where he's making a deal. I want my menial hours cut down to 60. I want this couch is ugly. Give it to me for my room. What?
he has all the cards now. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
shut the
And he's got an
hell
apple.
up.
Oh, sorry, a fire fruit. To look even more of an asshole.
I mean, you must have been singing on the scene, just like the classic trope, wonderfully
Yeah.
reversed.
Yeah.
And again, she doesn't rub it in. That's a mature Trek thing to do. She doesn't mean him to eat it. He eats it. She doesn't gloat, and they make it better then. It's better written. I know there's a low standards I'm using, right? But that's better writing than Discovery and Often Stranger Worlds.
Yeah.
Because this would have been played for bigger. I'm gonna commend them where it's good.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Like the good little
I
gag.
love the idea of rolling fire fruit. It's like, why? I burned off whatever nerve endings I had long ago.
Another concept, yeah. Lanthanites, yes. They would have different palettes. Window washer, bit dumb. That is a genuinely dumb joke.
Yeah.
But it's relatable to modern audiences. But these bloody windows would not need bloody cleaning. Are you seriously telling me that the Voyager has people going out spacesuits cleaning windows? I get it's not a planet. I get that. But really? They would have self-sanitizing phase shift bullshit. Especially in this future. In this... How many holograms have we seen in this episode? Or replica? Have we seen none of the future tech this episode? Holograms, replicable matter, beaming.
The trash can. He throws it and does the.
You can have that in TNG. Is it better without any of that shit? The future tech this show's was originally sort of conceived on, because we like the groundedness. Because I think it might be benefiting from that, just ignoring it all.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. Chris Grillam says the utter disrespect for authority. Yeah, that's kind of the point of his character. He grew up alone, as a child alone.
Because of her.
She sees, yeah, and she sees something in him where she gives him that little bit of leeway that he can do that. I have no problem with that. I think it fits his character perfectly.
Well, the fact that he's
not,
chosen to stay for so long is that he's got a deep, good heart, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
But he's dull, but real life. You know, you will get there. There will be a satisfying moment in episode 10. You make a choice that's respect. Like you could already sense he's growing. In this, I mean, maybe it late, but like this much growth. But well, that's a joke. But yeah, decent scene. And yes, his character, and she takes it in a way that's respectful, and I appreciate that. That's so important. The tone. She's like, "You're a kid. I'll deal with you. Here's the deal." And the walkout joke is mildly funny. I thought that was an improv or something, because that's dumb, but it kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah, but the deal was he gets to use stellar cartography without any hacks or anything, just for an hour, so he can
Legally
find the planet Gojer 5 or whatever it was. Yeah, and she refused all of his other demands. So
well, I don't know why she wouldn't let him anyway. If it's that important, just go there with him. If you need a security override, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's secret. And then
the Repl Cafe, which is going to be at Star Trek Vegas, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I did find this amusing because it's like a vintage experience cafe in real life. It's just the going through the motions. It's kind of charming. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and then we get the Gideon S. Turner wing, and they're talking about Turner, and later in the episode he says, "Do it for Turner," and I'm like, "Who the fuck is Turner?" Don't know. Looked it up. Don't know. Still don't know.
But
anyway.
That's also kind of good because if we knew everyone, then everyone famous has already lived. So
yeah, it could be like from 20 years ago that he died or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I did like the stuff on the wall. I recognized the bug, the frog on the right. Couldn't recognize where from, but I like the TOS horn people on the right, on the left.
Magatus.
Yeah, the Academy Magatus and 3HS. That's all you for
which is the Franklin Mint one that I have upstairs. It's the exact same one.
Canon. Oh, Stuart got a Canon prop now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. But it's really simple set dressing. And it works, because it would just be some basic... Because this is on the actual Earth bit. This is not the ship. So I like we've now seen both versions. It's subtle, but we've now got 2 full sets of campuses to use.
Yeah.
It works, actually.
And Susiguru 2000 throws in €5. Was it a deliberate joke to have the espresso be made normally by replicating the cup? Maybe. That was kind of... I liked it. I thought it was nice. Nice touch. Who's Gideon S. Turner? No goddamn idea, Dan. They talk about him here. He has no sense of direction, no good battle plans. He made everybody speak Welsh on his crew, even though he himself didn't speak Welsh. No.
Hey, I invent shit all the time that works.
And his parents donated a space station so that he could get a hall in Starfleet Academy.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, no idea.
Is playing this footsie thing really a thing? It's in films and TV, but I've never once seen any real media.
Of what?
Sorry, in the scene.
Hacky sack?
Yeah.
I was big in the 90s.
Yeah.
Footsie's a completely different thing.
Okay. I don't know. It's just funny. They made it a sci-fi version. And then Rock Talk again. Lovely. Just good to see. Good to see. And boy, they've got real... We're going to make out chemistry from like their second scene together. A lot of interesting close-ups. Very out-focused, like intense close-ups. Very powerful stuff.
Yeah, directed by Alex Kurtzman, no less.
Don't you just hate to love it?
Yeah, good conversation here. She talks about the reason she was where she was when she saw him on the fence was because she was looking for the humpback whales. Thought they might be migrating, but they weren't there.
Which is already a nice small reference, because the legacy would be talked about, and then to double pay back at the end is great. It's good. That's a good job. Yeah.
And then how it's like the thing with humpback whales is something bigger than you that doesn't give a shit about you. All the problems you're having, it doesn't care. They have a good back and forth here, and good chemistry, like I said earlier.
This is a silly question, of course, but who do you think has better chemistry, them or Genesis?
Haven't had much of a chance with Genesis yet. So,
but they're the initial something spark, right?
This chemistry here is phenomenal. Like it feels very real. It feels very like I don't know. It's really well done.
It's as if they both are that age and have had girlfriends and boyfriends of that age in the last year or two.
Yeah.
That is the advantage of method acting, right? They just are this age. Right, roughly, like super close,
And she says, I'm glad you're giving me this, not people that are excreting like Starfleet pride from every orifice.
Which explains why she's so into him in a sense, because he's super unique. He's literally a green bulb in the sea of orange. Which also says, and these little things are important, that she can sense everyone here means well and wants to do the best they can. That's good, because I didn't like the cadets in season 5 of Discovery. They give me weird vibes. This is better. See, it's a constant set of positives, right? A constant set. And very expressive face, hence the screen cap. Really expressive, really just like, people like nice people.
And then her jewel in her
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Representing the sacred eye of Naxia.
Oh, right.
Ritually bestowed upon the first daughter of the first house when she reaches Moonflow and becomes guardian of the holy mantle of Beta Z. So it's just like the 5 rings of Beta Z, blah, 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 blah. Beta Z have a lot of titles and tradition, I think, and it shows.
But it is different. So it's not just recycled. Same joke, different context.
Yes.
Good.
But Susiguro 2000 throws in €5.
Thanks so much.
And says, I read it as neither of them know who Gideon Turner was, so they just made shit up. Well, maybe that's the case. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't, because he doesn't know anything. No offense. And she's from Beta Z, who's not part of the Federation anymore.
But yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the bullshit contest. I like that. That's a good read.
And that would make sense at the end too. He says, "Do it for Turner," because it was their little in joke, right?
Yeah, that's fun. So you got cinematography, which I liked. Okay, I mean, big thing for him to trust her. So right into that, they don't find it, and then she really trusts him. Not sure how she's having access. I guess it's on her ship as a pre-saved data file, because no way in hell she's communicating with her home planet. No way in hell. That's way too far, way too complex. I would say personally, like that easily without access. I hope it's from her ship, but it gives her access to Beta Z files, and they find the ship like that. Beta planet, sorry.
Instantly.
Yeah.
They say planet, but it looks like a colony or an asteroid with the scan that they have.
Which makes sense. It's kind of like the Valna Cat thing in Project. It would,
or like Nowhere from the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Big floating skull thing.
Yeah. But it's a decent setup. Obviously, they're going to go there, and obviously, there'll be piratey stuff. And yeah. Works well. At least well enough, right?
Yeah. Then they get called back because negotiations are continuing.
The counter offer. Not quite as good as he was hoping.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, I think 3 ships is still a good amount of ships. Full time, and ships have defensive capabilities that are on the higher end.
They 4 starships, 3 seats on the council, and meaningful input into new members.
That's really fair.
Yes.
And it's still...
But then...
Are you serious?
Yeah. But then he says somewhere the Venari Rao, which is the group, just celebrated because last month's 2 massive raids attempted to breach our wall. We could have been reduced to ash in moments. It's like, well, whatever.
But it's fair if they were that far from like that easily attacked. Okay, I get it, right? If they're that weak and that fair.
And, well, what Van says next is perhaps Beta Z is falling behind all other planets in technological advancements. So,
ouch!
Without external access to technology, you're basically going to screw yourselves. So it'll be obsolete within a decade, he says.
I mean, damn. All right, that's a low blow, but fair.
Yeah.
Also shows they are properly held back. You at least think technology trade would be a thing, given that why wouldn't you? So you wonder why the kids thinking we've had literally no contact, like really, with anybody for I like it. It's good. It's good context. It's sad, but it's good context.
So she wants to go down and talk to her dad. She says, I should go. And he's like, wait a minute. I want to show you something. And so he says, takes her to the humpback whales. Says, I can't sleep. So I wander around and I found this. And again, looking at you see like steel girders on each side, like part of a bridge or something. It feels like it's probably San Francisco Bay, not on the ship, would be my guess.
Well, the architecture is wrong for the ship, but also it's just an Eddie wall again, which has the same vibe. But there's no functional purpose to this room. It's not the whale rooms from Lower Decks. It's very standalone observation. But it's also very, well, there's some whales right there, you know. It says unknown. Unknown. That's too much.
Is there citation ops on Athena? We don't know. I suspect no, personally. Like I said, I think this is in San Francisco Bay. But
yeah, this isn't station ops on the Athena. It doesn't feel right. There's no tech here. There's no stations.
Yeah.
There would be something.
It's not a hologram. It's not a viewing thing because she says she's pregnant. Like she can sense it. So.
Yeah. And I felt nice at this reference. You know, these are important species. That means, and again, context, they have lived into the century. That means they can't go extinct in any other show. They're here. They're pregnant. They're fine. Everyone likes them. It's a sweet little scene, and it's nice of them to take her there. It's nice. It's pleasant. It's very blue.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole I have responsibilities, but you know, top blah 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 blah. And then they get caught, and it's like level of disrespect. Get it? Let's go. It's like, really? And she's like, it's not about you, which is good. Like she's actually disciplinary than finding your mom.
say, Moonflow. From. What's this defenses? Maybe Tom. Maybe.
Doing here. Oh, 60 likes. 80 of you here right now, though. Make sure you're subscribed.
He is.
Make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button, guys.
Oh, right. The show of Thrones for Aquatics. Yes. That'd have been fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I really like that it's not about you. That's a great come down, especially as Vance just walks off without saying anything. Which must have been super hard for him because he has a right to be annoyed. It's, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Another great shot of San Francisco. The ship doesn't look too bad landed like this. I'm going to be honest. Doesn't look too bad. They're picking good angles and lighting. And then you get another Doctor thing. I'm glad to see the Beyond alien back style. It's good. He's having fun. I can see it. Yeah. And a dot heads with entrees on. Okay. Sure. Waiters.
Interesting choice of dress, I gotta say. But yeah, this is a nice banquet they got going on. I love that. What's her name? Laura Thok and Jet Reno are hanging out together. It's later she just fight to the death. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a great double act of not flat, straight humor. Yeah. The only thing I say about this scene is that the president went straight to business. Like, it's fine, but it's a party. I have to. Yeah.
Yeah, but they really want them to join, so yeah, a lot of political talk, talking about so many people, so many opinions, blah blah blah.
It's fair stuff, though.
And then, yeah, we're breaking ground on the new Federation headquarters in Paris. Yes, the more things stay the same, it's like, boom, there it is.
Yeah, some people want to return to simpler times. Some people want new. There's no reason to be in Paris except legacy, and I guess it worked. But yeah, again, good. I mean, I was all in on that as well. That subplot. You know, where's it going to be? I was fine. Paris would have been good. And of course, you got the main lady's dress, which is very specific. She's certainly trying more than her brother. Kind of Red Riding Hood-esque. I assume she's thinking that cute guy will be there.
I would think so. Yeah. Anyway, they have a whole discussion why Aki left the Federation, and she's like, well, you know, they were willing to acknowledge and fix their mistakes. They're a living organism, they're a living thing. So I changed my mind and came back. I love that because that's what the whole crux of this was, that the Federation had done them wrong before. So there's some really good dialogue in here.
And it's measured. It's not too emotive, it's not too big, it's not too small. And they're respectful. There's no yelling, there's big emotions. It's like, yeah, you know, we're professional still.
And she even says, you know, as a Betazoid, I would hope that you would be able to sense our good intentions and share that empathy.
Which is surprising that they're not doing that.
Yeah, right? I know.
Or it reinforces he genuinely doesn't want it at any point, which is fair. But when you're sensing only goodwill and Vance and the guy, and it could be anything. But he also was convinced. So, you know. And then you got a little scene with Sam and Person, which is fine. Bit sad no one likes her. But also it's like day 4. So give it a bit of time. But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
With Bullyman or Arthur 2.
Yeah, and then they go off together. The brother says, hey, he's Chaos Boy. Surprise Boy. Surprise Boy's good. Go. He's been watching you. So he's a supportive brother. I thought he was going to be an asshole here. And the way he said, there's two times in this episode where he's like, I'm going to go. I'll be right back. I thought he was doing sketchy shit.
Yeah, so, like, you know, crack or something. Space crack.
Well, or something diplomacy-wise to like fuck with Starfleet. Which I'm glad they didn't go that way. So
you don't need that sort of shit.
every episode.
Well, yeah. But
Which
anyway,
Discovery would have done. There would have been an undertone of that.
yes, if I get power, my father won't be able to give us back. Uh,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
thanks. I'll work with Emerald Chain's descendant. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. This next scene outside is a bit over stylized for me personally. The amount of orange and flare. It's on that line, but I guess it is in theory a very boring scene visually, so they're listening and fun. But yeah, it's a really odd conversation. They're very friendly, very nice, almost kissing. And it shifts because she misunderstands, which in fairness, she knows outsiders. Fair enough. She can sense his feelings though, so she would know that he wasn't hiding in purpose. But then she would sense he was hiding not on purpose. But also, you wouldn't tell her about your mum,
Unless,
so he's right,
yeah.
but she doesn't know. So
That's
it's
because her feelings for him are blocking. Because he asked about the thing on her neck,
which is
and
a
she's
big
like,
thing
"Oh,
to ask about. Like that's a big information drop
yeah,
that she's been very nice about.
neuroinhibitor. It cuts off any spike
Mm-hmm.
of psilocybin,
Totally.
which is the chemical that gives us our empathic abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's one that she can be dangerous. She feels things more than other betazoids.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I'm not afraid. Whatever.
Very cute line, all delivered quite well. It's a little bit long, but that's because you have to have the failure and then re-come back and then. But it's good. It's better than rom-com. I hate you. Blah. Leave it. And it's like, oh, we've only talked for 2 minutes because they solve it roughly in the scene to know that they're both pissed, but then they like it works well in the grand scheme.
And this is where I start looking at the time of the episode. But this whole conversation could have been truncated quite a bit, but it's fine.
They're letting them breathe as actors. Do you like it any more though, having us discussing it and seeing the kind of extra nuances? Do you think?
Yeah, yeah. I never disliked it. I just like the other one better.
Yeah, no,
Like,
fair.
Yeah. And
Totally fair.
yeah, I've never said I disliked the episode at all. It just felt a little bit longer than the first one. It was 16 minutes shorter. Just one of those situations.
Yeah. Which might be a testament to the first ones versus this one as well, right?
Yeah.
Back to the meeting, and he gets pissy. He says, we're out. I think.
Yeah, for no reason. Like, what Aki says to him doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, let's see. Why would he
says
get
something.
pissy?
Obviously.
Yeah.
What does she say?
Let's see. He asks about the criminal in their midst, talking about Caleb first of all.
Fair, he is a weirdo.
And she's like, well, there's no due process. He's under restriction. He's not a criminal here.
Also fair, because I hadn't thought that. Yeah, he's not got on trial, or he was sentenced to prison, but if it's not in jurisdiction, but he was sentenced, we don't respect it, is he still a criminal? If he was sentenced, it's like, well, fair point.
Now the Betazoid guy says traditionally it's a 6 weeks prep program to get here, followed by a rigorous entrance exam and psychological scrutiny.
Also fair.
And then was he exempt from those? And she's like, no, he passed in the 98th percentile while sitting in the back of a shuttle. Still, that's one aspect of what he just said. Yeah, they talk about the boundaries with children, and why you're making an exception for a single cadet. And she talks about in like 150 years ago being on Betazoid and swimming in the Opal Sea, and it was a paradise, and the best, bravest, kindest people I've ever met. And it seems to me that now you're allowing your walls to define you. That's what pisses him off for some reason, but it's actually 100% accurate.
Well, I mean, I get it in the sense of like, yes, you were there, you lived it, but shut the hell up. I live there now. I've lived it currently. I've lived all the trauma. You left.
Well,
it was a holiday destination. It's like saying, oh, I've been to Spain. Yeah, the tourist bit for a week. I've lived here for 40 years. So both sides I get, right? She's being all the right things to say, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, because what was his response? He says, it's one thing for you to tell me about who my ancestors were, another to demand that we look past all that has happened and expect us to have changed. Or not to have changed.
It's pretty good dialogue. It's balanced. Yeah. There's nuance, right?
This is where he gets pissy, saying, we're out of here.
And he doesn't come across as a tyrannical president. Maybe,
but they've already sowed those seeds earlier when they were talking about him, saying he built his whole campaign on getting elected on keeping that wall up. So the fact he's coming because of his youth delegation is interesting.
Yeah.
But then this is where Vance says he came to say no. He came to put a show on of, yes, I'm trying to make friendly with the
Playing
Federation.
politics.
Yes, exactly.
But how many politicians in the real world do that? They're 90% no.
Their minds are already made up before they go into it. Yeah.
Well, especially if their planet is saying no, we'll keep it up. Right? If it's always like if you have an MP and a constituent say we want this, and then you go against it, you're actually going against the people you're being voted by. That's important to register them, right? So it's an interesting layered situation that's actually quite well done. And then they leave. Then you get more shirtless.
Mayweather. The guy walking outside looks like Anthony Montgomery.
Yeah. Put your shirt on. Pretty basic.
I just love his reaction. Somebody knocks his door. He says, "Yeah." She comes in. He's like, hi," and he's.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, mom, don't seem like this.
Yeah.
But a decent room, very basic, which works quite well. Huh. Yeah, it smells in here. Yeah, my roommate's a messy guy. It's like
he's got blocked pores. He said.
But it's like, no, he doesn't. You're just messy. But I like that, like, you know it's bullshit, because look how neat the guy is, which is also good, because he's an asshole. You wouldn't think that. They're going against the tropes. It works well. There's nice things in this. They're thinking it through. I appreciate it.
Yep. And they have a whole conversation about, I've never had a bed before. I don't know how to make it. And
what a statement, right? Jesus.
Well, always on the move, I guess.
Yeah.
And he mentioned something about physics, and in physics, there's always something you can build.
Mm-hmm.
And that clues her in. She's like, ding, you're a genius.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and stops the delegation from leaving by convincing her to tell her dad to give another shot.
Which I don't understand necessarily how it connects directly, but
I don't either.
Yeah.
It would have been more formal, like talking to him. I don't know. I guess he was listening to the youth to get there in the first place, so that was the spin on it, I guess. But
it sounds more like they had to get to B, so they tweaked A little bit together.
Yeah.
We have a question in the chat. Again, super chat your thoughts, comments, or questions to interrupt us. How's say your opinion? This is a Chris. Question: are the comm badges standalone? Tricords and personal badges, tricords and personal transporters, or they still require chips, functional systems asking for a friend? Very specific friend.
Who's the very specific friend?
I don't know. I added that.
I don't know. I don't know if these ones are. I don't know if they give cadets access to personal transporters and stuff. Would be my guess. They're not the full official comm badge that everybody else in the fleet would have. It's a good question. They might have tricorders or like whatever on board for learning, but I don't know. It's a good question.
I mean, my assumption is they would be far more basic, just as a lesson in learning responsibility, and laziness. I mean, if you imagine doing 3 years here, growing up with it of beaming everywhere as standard, that really hurt your day-to-day work, But 97 votes on the poll. It was the characters in the Academy overall a good set of characters. Hella split. Yes, 39%. Nah, 31%. And mid get to know 30%.
That's good. Good number.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
Surprised now is so high, but I mean, because I think these characters are already like shining way more than Discovery characters were at this point.
Especially as like Saru was just like, hey, look, it's an alien, cool. But if you can make, good actor, but like these people are doing more with less, right? I am surprised though that the dad lets the daughter go, given how she was scorned for going in the observation room of the whales. Why? Just say no, right? It's a small thing, but
But then we cut to negotiations are back on. Nala Aki is talking, and she's like, "Yeah, maybe we should do something new. Try something new. Be a little bit brave. How about this? How about we build the new Federation seat of power on Beta Z?"
Wow. Everyone is shocked. Great. What do you think about this planning permission situation?
The what? Sorry, the
planning permission situation.
Planning commission?
Planning permission.
planning permission.
Oh, so it's a term in the UK whereby you go to the council, you say, I want to build this. They review documents about will things work, and then I mean it's a joke saying they're wanting a building blah blah. So
Yeah, no, I think. So I hope she ran it through somebody or by somebody first. I mean, Vance is there; he probably knew, but it's a pretty big thing. Where's the president? The president might have a say in something like this, but it's pretty ballsy action, actually, to build it on another planet that is not currently in the Federation. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting choice. Didn't necessarily see it coming, but it makes sense to not have it be the same old, because that was addressed earlier in the episode, which I thought was interesting. So yeah, nice little. I love that he takes off his thing too to actually say yes in his own voice. So,
symbol of. So I thought for a second he might be able to actually speak. I was like, oh, he's just not doing it because dis. But no, it is exactly as it is. And yeah, it was a bold choice to have the planet. I mean, they said earlier on that it's not just Beta that join like a dozen other worlds. So it's a significant bring back and a symbol as well, right? If the cosmic people who don't want to be part of us are part of us, that's a good sign. So it does make sense to have. We're going to throw all of our eggs in that basket. I did get the sense though that the Holly Hunter's character was given permission. That it wasn't her idea. It was just she argued a case. The president said yes. She would give that as an option. She seems respectful enough that she would have got it run through channels, right? That's what I thought.
yeah, yeah. And then we get the wrap up essentially where Starfleet intelligence made it to Goja 5. There is no evidence. Well, there was evidence that his mom was there, but she's left. But it's a pretty rough place. But yet they have access to the travel logs essentially that say that she left like a month ago. Which is great. And she says basically, trust me, tosses him an apple, which is actually an apple this time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that there's definitely a sense of this is their story together. She has to know, he has to know. She'll probably break some rules for him, but then he'll probably not break some rules for her. So it's kind of
that's a good way to put it.
yeah. And the apple's cute.
And that,
I'm surprised they didn't show like him showing it and showing it because I thought it was the fruit,
yeah.
but he made a point of not reacting as like a little. I could take it, but it's. I'm fine with being either way. It's a bit more of an obvious joke, but no, it works well too.
He goes back to his room, and it's what's her name, brother is there. He's the third roommate, so there's 3 of them in the room apparently.
What are the chances of that? And why would you
third baby?
Why would you put the son of the Beta president with the troublemaker?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Who's probably gonna date your daughter? What?
That's the other thing. Like she chose to go to the war college, but I didn't know that these 2 were going to be sticking around. I thought they were episode specific characters. But I guess not. She's part of the main cast. Like she's in the posters and stuff.
Right? I'm just shocked of his arm hair because they were fucking going all on. If you're a fetish boy, that is a strong scene for you. Sorry, I had to point that out. As I scroll through pictures, it's just like shocking. Yeah, I for whatever reason I thought she was a main cast, but I thought she could be a main cast as a diplomat's daughter, right? You could be that in 7 out of 10 and be a main cast, right? I'm shocked that he's here. Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah,
but I mean, another span in the works is interesting, and he seems nice. He seems very different to the first few scenes, but that makes sense. He's now out of the whatever. But yeah, instantly the kids want to get out, join Starfleet, join the War College. Wow, next day, crazy.
Yeah. Did not see that coming, considering they're the kids of the president of Beta Z. Like, do you think they'd want to live the pampered life? Did not expect them to join any, whatever. I have a feeling because this guy's not in the main, he's not in the main cast, really. I have a feeling this guy might die at some point, which might cause a little bit of a stress point between, because it was Starfleet's fault, and Betazoid president might be a little bit. I don't know. Just think it might be a possibility, but
yeah.
Anyway,
no, that's interesting. Oh, do you think maybe that she joined the War College because she felt like they would have a disciplined mind that would maybe help her control the powers. That sort of
Maybe.
right. It's a better thing for her health wise than Starfleet.
Yeah, and
Damn.
maybe not see Caleb as much because he might be a distraction.
But Stuart, real poll is an interesting one, and 44 votes for it, which is fantastic. So vote in the poll. There's 79 of you. We can get at least 60 votes. Come on, guys. We want to hear your thoughts. And as we are beginning the closeout on time, super chat, please, your thoughts, comments, questions. We'd love to get on 5 or 6 fives, or PayPal, trekyards@hotmail.com, trekyards@hotmail.com. It has up there. Anything and everything helps. So read the poll, Stuart.
Are Trekyards being too positive? Should we be more critical? Yes, we're fair, overly positive, too negative, or be more critical.
Because this is a damn positive review, Stuart. Just saying, it's very refreshing.
There's very few things to be upset about. So,
Well, it helps they're out of canon, meaning
yeah,
it's
exactly.
the future, and the characters are decent. And they're not pushing the future tech either. It's really grounded in TNG level tech. Yeah,
I do like the what we talked about in the trailer, where the one trophy looks like the saucer of the Discovery. And he picks it up and he's like, "Yeah, everything I touch, I break." It's almost symbolic, like they're saying to the audience, "We're sorry for Discovery. Look, we're going to break that and do something better."
it's her grandmother's his grandmother's trophy, even though Discovery Saucer was classified and wouldn't be important. So,
Well, it's not literally the Discovery saucer. It's just a ward that looks similar.
well, it looks like the same 3D model they printed because it lines up shockingly well.
It's not supposed to be, so it doesn't matter.
You don't think?
No.
Oh, what are the chances of that then? Yeah, but the chance of him breaking a Discovery shaped thing in the first episode he's in, and a hero close up, and yeah. And then, already we're getting growth with no specific moment. He does his bed, and the arsehole helps him without it being pissy.
He sees him doing it and just goes over. Yeah.
It's really well balanced. That's what you want. You can have the downsides, and you have the good sides and the balanced writing. And it's such a small thing, but you like him. You dislike him less, and you like him a bit more by a very small thing. And both of them in the same breath. It's good. My basic writing. We've had a lot of weird writing in the last 10 years for Trek. My God, J.J. Abrams shit. Are you joking? This is night and day to 09 into Stars.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
And I love it.
Timings. Who are the timings? Now, where's my poll results? Let's have a look. For the Academy review scores, where are they? Where did I put them? The Academy. Okay, review scores. Okay.
All right, my connection's not failing. Good. It was for a second.
Welcome back.
All right, this is the point of the episode or the review where you guys get to vote on, super chat in with your scores out of 10. I will read those when we are done talking about our closing thoughts and scores. And so super chat in with your scores out of 10 or put them in the regular chat. Sam will read those out when we're done. But anyway, it's that time of the review, guys.
Yeah, and with so many of you, we'd love to get a couple of 1s, 2s, 5s. They absolutely help us go and make us want to do more Academy content, because unless people support, we won't make it. But if you support, we'll make it. Easy peasy. We're enjoying it so far, so let us know. So, Stuart, now we've reviewed it for 2 hours with relatively good detail and breaking down some bits, good and bad. What do you think? Have your opinions changed? And of course, what are you going to score it?
Opinions haven't changed. It does get better on rewatch because you get some of the nuance of the discussions that so the rewatch really helped me out. But the discussion about it was good. Like, I appreciate everything we talked about. I don't think I have any appreciation for it because of it though. Like I said, very well written, well acted, well cast, good chemistry. There's a richness to the diplomacy dialogue, which I think is really good, and the way it's kind of spread out through the episode, where it's like more things stay the same. But that little reference to what happens at the end, I think, was really well done. And
Let us know what you think. Review score out of 10. Super chat we'll read and discuss, and not super chat will I read out as well. We'd love to know your score, genuinely. These are really interesting. Actually, no, I'll do as a final poll as well.
I guess I'm back.
Hello.
Um, yeah, so I really enjoyed the episode. I thought episode one was better, but it was just I don't know. I don't know what it was about this one. It felt I was just a little bit longer than it actually was, but I didn't dislike it. It was just like I said earlier, it's more of a mid TNG season or episode as far as quality goes, but it's got that richness of you know texture to it that a lot of TNG episodes have, where it's like an in-depth, thought-provoking thing, right? Which is not just vanilla window dressing. So yeah, I think score-wise, what are
So
the
remember,
two?
it's new Trek, old Trek, and enjoyment. So spectrum.
Oh, enjoyment. Enjoyment. I'll probably give this one a 7.2.
Oof, that's a drop, but fair.
Yeah.
That's consistent.
New Trek,
Yeah.
solid 8. It's better than a lot of the shit. And for all of Trek, uh, like I said, it's a mid TNG episode, so I'm gonna give it a 6.8.
Those are pretty consistent to your rankings, except new Trek. Interesting.
Okay, well, good to know.
So what did
How
you
about
say?
you?
6.8, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Oh, me. I mean, I think the bar is so hard to judge it now because this is better than we thought. I'm enjoying it more than Discovery. I find it smart in some ways in Stranger Worlds because they have easier characters to write for and they're doing more fun, small details here than Stranger Worlds, which I'm appreciating because a lot of them are hitting home for me personally. But it is dumber than Old Trek, of course. But it's also a very specific metric and who's in it and blah, blah, blah. But the characters are getting shockingly well defined. The characters are getting, the actresses are adding more to them than, like, this might sound harsh, but they're, like, Genesis is doing more with her few lines in this episode than Kim got to do in a random episode of Voyager. So early, right? Early. So that's good. That's impressive. Holly Hunter is impressing. She's not overbearing. So hard to balance. Doing well. The fact that it's a real species that we care about helps a ton. Having anything else, Albagen. It's like, oh, cool. Sweet Federation, which what Discovery did a lot of. They've relied on new stuff, which is great. But also, you've got this really core set of species. Cool. Yes, Beta Zeds were wrong in various ways. There might be a reason, might be not. We'll see. We'll wait and see. The new characters are great, really intense and interesting, and hope to see more of course. Yeah, it's a really strong follow-up to a really interesting new season. And if this is the equivalent of if this is reflective of most of the season, which is a bit of fun, not filler, a bit of fun classroom stuff to show that they're learning every week with different gimmicks, cool. And then a bigger plot, which is both universe important and character important, cool. That I'm fine with. That sounds interesting. I like it. I'm down with it. Enjoyment. I enjoyed it well. Yeah, I very few complaints. Again, it's enjoyable episode of at least a show. At least a show, and that's we said for various Trek shows. At least it should be a good TV show.
Mm-hmm.
At least, even if it's not a good Trek, it's a decent TV show. I say enjoyment. I'm gonna give a solid 8.2. I'll say less than the first week, just from guts, but not far off. Not far off. I mean, new Trek, yeah. I mean, this has been all of so many of Discovery. I mean, you'd have to hand pick better episodes, right? It's just better than so much of that. Oh God, it's a broken score already, almost, isn't it? Just better than new Trek. Yeah, I mean, 8.5 of new Trek.
Yeah.
Top 20% or top 15%. Old Trek, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be more critical there because they're doing more immature things, but we've never seen characters like this. Had we seen one in TNG of the Academy with Wesley, it'd be more like this. So it's like, I mean, I'll go 7, but a lower seems harsh. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like you weren't far off, but yeah.
So we're kind of like 6, 7.
Which
Right,
is fine. That's set or 6 to 8. These are fine scores to be at.
I'm gonna read the super chats we got. Ray Ricks, £5 with that mental power and joining the War College. Good track into intelligence. She will be walking around in a black badge season 2.
Yeah.
I doubt that actually.
Well, yeah, but like the equivalent, the better equivalent, yeah. Interesting.
Ray Ricks throws in 2 pounds and gives it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Good stuff.
And Sesiguru 2000, 5 pounds of 6 out of 10. So,
all right, quick fire score. I did put in the chat a poll so we can get some thoughts. But I did ask, though, are Trekyards being too positive? Should we be more critical? Yes, fair, 59% on 54 votes. Overly positive, 30%. 11% being more critical. And 0% too negative. In fairness, would be hard to... We were not very negative. With this poll being, as with other shows, the ranking system, what would you rank it? A, B, C, or D? It's not S, fair to say, Stuart. It's not an S episode.
no.
And it's not an F. And it's definitely not a D or a C, probably. But that's the options there for you all. All right, non-super jet scores. Do quick fire if you have any left. Any fast super jets, of course. We've got... What do we have? Let's have a look. Aussie. Oh, I know. Joseph. No, Chris. Chris. No. God damn, keep up. There's more. Bean. 6 out of 10. BJ for Discovery Era gives it 8 out of 10. Fair enough. Clarification. Chris Gwillem. 3. Absolute dog. Wait. Joseph 7.4. Good blend of drama and humor despite the lack of good theme song. Aussie gives 9.1 and Mum gives 9.2. And Tom's is not sure what number to give, but is genuinely interested in next week, which never happened for Discovery. Yeah. Discovery was an obligation at a certain point. This is interesting. Yeah. Donnie's fake score is 9.9, so he hates it. Sad to hear. Sentinel, Donnie says A, B. Stanley 7 out of 10. Real Donnie 8. Okay, so he doesn't like it. Colin Barrett 8. And there you go.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. All of your input has been amazing. We will end this poll right now, though. 44 votes. Your ranking is a D with 34%. B comes in second at 30%, which is close. C 23% and A 14%.
But in fairness, everything is high, like percentage wise, it's at like 65% more than D.
Yeah.
In fairness, that's what the metric really is. First past post, it's a failure, but percentage wise, this is a win.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Chris Golden says it's not for me so far. We'll still drop on your vids alike. Live on process. Thank you.
And it might improve. You might find a really good tactical one or a ship battle one that might like tickle your fancy. You never know,
Your
right?
episode 5 might be good. So,
and that's the thing. If this is good for us now, right? Is that going to be Legacy's return? Is that going to be Riker warping and save the day again? Right? Like if that's good, where are we going to go? God, imagine if Picard comes in. You know? Goodness.
anywho's. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys. Tune in next time. And yeah, until then, he's Commander Calkins.
He's kind of early.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.